My name is Jonny Greenwald. I am Post-Production Technical Director at the Young Turks. At TYT Network, we really started digital first. So we weren't like traditional broadcasters at all. We didn't have a CDN to work off of. We worked off of multiple CDNs. TYT Network has about 30 channels with about 6 billion lifetime views. We have 200 million views per month, and we are one of the largest online news organizations in the world. Over the past 5 years, we've been growing exponentially. We started with about 10 clips per day and have now exploded to about 50 clips per day with 4 different platforms, even more honestly, but the main ones are YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, as well as MRSS syndication. Here at the Young Turks, we live in Los Angeles. We shoot all of our content here. Unfortunately, our publishers are 3 hours ahead on the East Coast. That means that even though we have great communication, we know when to publish, sometimes the content didn't always get to them fast enough. So the major pain point was really just the amount of bandwidth we didn't have. We really couldn't get the clips that we needed and the number that we wanted as fast as possible. And we were only delivering to one platform and having to distribute out to those separate platforms. All of that combined would leave our publishers up at night till like 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was just awful. Like, I really felt like we could do a lot better. Vantage was clearly the winner for me because of the GPU acceleration and the singular workflow that you could work from start to finish. You know, you're starting from the editor to the publisher and distributing to all of those different platforms from one point as opposed to the multiple points of entry that we were trying to do. It was like a juggling act. If one of those computers failed, if one ball dropped, then we would have a failure, several fail points in the system. Vantage also offered a module called the Workflow Portal. That really allowed us to put all of the curation and the information like titling, tagging, the things the publisher really needed to focus on in between the editor and distributing out to the other platforms. So that middle point saved us a ton of time because they were getting their job done faster and then Vantage was picking up the slack afterwards. Bringing in Telestream Vantage really helped out the team. We were able to meet our deadlines faster. We were really reducing stress, no more late nights. Everybody was much happier. The great thing about implementing Vantage is that editors and publishers didn't really notice any change. It was completely invisible to them. Vantage was taking care of all the mundane tech tasks that they didn't have to worry about anymore. What they did notice was that it got faster, but everything else was invisible. And that's exactly what I wanted. Because Vantage has an open API, we're able to open it up to new avenues, new products, new platforms, really anything that it can interface with, the sky's the limit. What I really like about Vantage is that it provides the solid foundation that we really were lacking in our organization from the technical perspective. And because of that, we are able to support all of this great growth that we're experiencing right now.